Today I'm looking at replacing the left front window regulator on my 2012 Toyota RAV4. It's making a popping noise when I roll it up and down, so I ordered a part off of Amazon, about $40, and I'm going to take the door apart and see what you want to do is pop this little cover off. There's a Phillips screw behind it that we need to take out. Next we want to pop this handle cover off. There are a couple screws down in there to take out. You might need a magnet to pop the screws out. Pay attention, as always, to which hardware goes where. These are two different screws from the one that went up in the door. Along the bottom of the door panel, there's two arrows. If you pop a flat screwdriver behind them, you can get the plastic clips loose that will hold the door panel in place. Once you have the whole thing loose like this, there's a lip on the top, so you pop it up. I also want to pop this guy off, makes it easier. Then we'll go behind, disconnect the connectors to the switch so we can set the door panel aside. This window switch just has 4 plastic tabs on either side that are keeping it attached to the door panel. I took mine off because I want to test my window regulator with the door panel off so I can see what's going on. This connector has a push tab on this side. Push that in too. Basically mine is making a popping noise when I roll it up and down. Of course today it's not doing it, but let's take a look under this plastic. This is what the new regulator looks like. The motor bolts up to these teeth and spins the teeth so that the lifter can go up and down. I think that these plastic clips can break, or it can somehow bind up. The regulator doesn't come with a motor, so if your window's not moving, that won't fix it, but mine was making a popping sound, so I'm going to pop this new one in, see if that helps. Yikes. The way this correlates to inside the door, I've got 2 10s right here. Those guys go on this bar. Then I've got 4 10s right here. Those are these 4. And this lower guy is where the glass mounts up. You can see as I roll this down, there's this 10 right here, goes to this side. This 10 on the other side, you have to roll it down far enough so that it lines up with this hole in the door. First thing we want to do is detach the glass from the regulator, so these 2 10s. If you have suction cups to hold the glass up out of the place, that would be good. Otherwise you can just use a flat screwdriver. You just want to make sure that you don't drop it into the door and crack it, but it is pretty sturdy. Try not to drop these down into the door, but there's at least room if you drop something to try and dig it out. Let's see how that kind of slides down. Remember to turn your key off so you don't drain your battery while you're sitting here doing this. Now, I should be able to pull the window. When you pull your glass up and down, that you're staying in these rubber guides. It's a little tricky, but you can shine a flashlight down into the door. If you're not in the guides, it won't lift and lower. I've got These two suction cups hooked up to the glass and looped over the door frame. I've also got this flat Phillips screwdriver wedging the glass in place. Next, I'm going to take these 6 10mm bolts out of the way. You also want to unplug the window motor so you can get the regulator out. These bolts are all the same length, so you don't need to keep them separate. See how this guy also has tabs to help you line up where he needs to go? Once you get all the bolts loose, you can sweep the window regulator out. With the motor attached through this hole in the door frame, then we want to swap the motor over to the new regulator. Looks like we've got 3 torques. These 3 bolts that attach the motor are a T25. You want to make sure you have the right socket in here so that you don't strip out the inside of these torques. You also want to bolt the motor onto the new regulator in approximately the same position. See how my guy is like up at the top of these teeth? So I'm going to move the new one so it's pretty similar. You can see the motor has teeth that line up with the teeth on here. So the motor spins and it moves the window up and down. You want to line the new motor up with the 3 screw holes and get all 3 screws started before you tighten them. Now that we've got the motor tightened on, we're going to flip this guy over, put it back into the door panel, inside the door, line up all the bolts so we can get it bolted back into place. Let's start with the 4 that the motor attaches to. Get these guys lined up and plug the motor back in. See how I've got these all loose so I can still play around with it? I still want to slide this guy up where I can get those 2 bolts started. Then I'm going to slide the glass back down, making sure both sides are lined up into their window guides. Flashlight down on either side. Don't know if you can really see that, but see how he's in the guide he needs to be on. This guy is in the guide he needs to be on. When we come down, slide these 2 to where we can get the nuts started. This goes in front of the slider bar. Might need to pry it a little to get the... If it's biting you, it might also help to go up and down a little bit till you're lined up perfectly and you can get all of the bolts started. I've got all 6 started. I'm going to tighten them all down and then make sure everything goes up and down smoothly. I keep saying 6, 2, 4, 6. There's actually 8 because you want the 2 that attach to the glass, but make sure you get all 8 tightened down. Test the operation. Everything is smooth, there's no noise. And keep the window down. Put the door panel back. Feed your door handle back through this plastic cover along with the switch for your door latch. Make sure that guy is plugged back in. Stick this guy up back in place and then we can just click back into place. 2 hands. Also making sure this tab is slid over where it needs. The power window switch. Make sure that this door handle piece pops into the bang all your plastic clips back into place. I'm going to put this little cover back on, put the 3 screws in here, put these 2 covers back on, and you should be good to go. Maybe grab some Windex if you got fingerprints all over your glass. Everything back together. Check and see. Once again, that your window is operating smoothly. And you should be good to go.